Good morning, nerd friends. It's been a while since I made a video, mostly because it's been a while since I did any modeling. As you can see, I've got my work computer open behind me. And it's Saturday morning at 6:30. It's been like that. I shouldn't complain. I have a good job. It's a lot of fun, and it's usually pretty chill. But it's been crazy, and I've been doing other stuff, so I haven't done any modeling. But that's kind of how the hobby life goes, at least for me, maybe for you too. So this is Saturday, and even though I've got a little work to do, we're gonna try to get some modeling in. I've got some new models up on that shelf behind me. Check those out. I got the Christmas boxes for the Knights, an army I've never built or modeled or played. I'm excited to get into it, and I've got a little package that came during the week that I ordered back during Black Friday that I'm gonna open, and yeah, we'll just see where the day takes us. Thanks for coming along for the ride. So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, and my computer is still on my project desk instead of models. This is why I never get any modeling done. I got up early, I made that little video, and then I had to go out and do some work for some homework, and then I had to get on that meeting, which I showed up 15 minutes early to the 15-minute early login, and then it got pushed back half an hour, so anyways. I'm gonna build a little adventure for a D&D group tomorrow afternoon, and then maybe I'll get back to some modeling. Well, here it is, Sunday morning now, 6:30, and I haven't even gotten to opening the box that arrived last week. Did some good prep for my D&D session this afternoon yesterday, and then got caught up in, reading and hanging out and all that stuff. So let's open the box and see what we got, and maybe we'll get some modeling done this weekend eventually. Sweet. These are gaming mats by Frontline Gaming. Very good mats. I've bought a lot of these over the course of my hobby career. Most of them are at my brother's house now, where we play mostly. But I got some 3x3 mats. They come in like a million sizes. I got some 3x3s because if I cut those about in half, they'll cover a shelf in my display case. So these are going to be like the ground that my little dioramas or model displays happen on. So I got this guy. He's called Cataclysm. Let's go ahead and bust it open. This Frontline Gaming makes the best mats that I've ever used. They're so nice. Comes with a metal label with the print and the size. Comes with a carry bag, which I won't need because I'm going to cut these up and use them for display, but very handy if you store these or travel with them. Super nice. It's neoprene, so it's got a little cushion to it. It's pretty thin neoprene, but it's totally sturdy. Nice and smooth on the top so your models don't get caught up. Nice and sticky on the bottom so it stays on your ground. I will have to choose which bits of the Cataclysm that I use. Got some exposed lava here. Little underground lava, got some massive tire tracks. I'm thinking this is gonna be the 40K display because this looks like the kind of ground that people in 40K would actually care about. Totally destroyed and useless and wasted. So this will eventually have knights and Votan displayed on it. That's my thought for this point. Anyways, let's see what else we got. This one is called Extraterrestrial Landscape. Same 3x3 size. I think I mostly picked this one just because it has got a lighter color. So for displaying models, which, you know, if you paint a model anything other than yellow or white, it gets pretty dark and they're pretty small. So I thought a nice light background would be cool. Tag and bag. Yeah. And this would work for, oh, I don't know. What have I got left? Kill Team, Necromunda. Kill Team, I can use the Kill Team board. So this might just be like an alternate for 40K if I want to do something a little different. Or, you know, honestly, I could change these up. The displays aren't going to be perfectly static as things happen, as models get painted, which, as you can see by the speed I'm painting this weekend, is not fast. I do have some models on wood blocks. These are my Ironhead squats for Necromunda. And their bases are on wood blocks too. I'm going to do cool stuff with that. But I haven't yet. And then, this is the one I think. This was my plan for Necromunda. I think I wanted my Necromunda to be kind of like, I have the Ashway set, and it's going to be like the outdoor Necromunda, but instead of like gray ash, I wanted to do something more red. Not quite Mars red, not quite desert yellow, but somewhere in between. So Frontline Gaming calls this the Arid Desert. And you can see it's got everything from white to a real dark rust. It's got a kind of a dune pattern, but it's not super prominent and it's pretty small. So depending on what bits I cut for the shelf, a little texture down here. I don't know how I'm going to cut these yet. They feel like scissors would probably work, or I could use the rotary cutter in our quilting gear. I do a tiny bit of quilting and my wife does hand quilting. So I could use a rotary cutter. That would probably be the easiest, the cleanest. Anyways, that's the unboxing of my Frontline gaming mats, which will be the basis for some display shelves. And now I have to go do an hour and a half of homework, and then I have to go do chapel duty. And then this afternoon we have a D&D session. So will I get back to painting tonight? I need to prime these models. It's a reasonable question, and there's a good chance I won't, but I'm going to try. And if I don't, it's block leaf period, so I got half days for the next couple of weeks. So as long as it's not chapel duty or Christmas Eve, I'll have a chance to do some work. So we'll see how it goes. all rolled and stowed. If you want to be super neat and organized about it, you can buy dowels that are the length of the mat. So like for this case, 3 feet. Of course they make 6x4 as well, so 4 feet if you want to roll it that way. You use the dowel to roll it up and it stays like super nice and doesn't flop. So if that matters, you can do that. Hey, good morning, nerd friends. So it is Monday, December 26th, which I'm telling you because I recorded those other video segments like last weekend. And I thought it would be funny when I recorded them to be like, hey, this is my project goals for the weekend, and then I didn't get to them, and then I didn't get to them, and then I was going to jump back on like last Monday and be like, hey, sometimes you don't get to your project goals. But now it's like an entire week later, and I don't know. I think hobbying is probably like this for most of us, where sometimes you're into it and sometimes there's just other stuff that happens and gets in the way. I'm trying to write a dissertation right now. I got a full-time job. There's just stuff happening. I'm running a couple D&D groups, which is, I think, kind of in the same genre, but it's not modeling, so I wasn't going to count it. I wasn't going to make a video about it. Anyways, that's life. There's this meme going around on Instagram, which means it's probably a meme from 6 months ago on TikTok, but I'm not cool enough to be on TikTok, so I see it when it gets to Instagram. Those of you that are on Facebook, you'll see it in another 6 months. I'm cooler than you, but not as cool as the TikTok kids, so I don't know. That's just how it works right now with social media. Anyways, there's this meme going around where it says, you are under no obligations to be good at your hobbies. And of course, some guys saying that and they pair it with video of people failing at stuff. Since I watch a lot of CrossFit videos, it's usually people failing at CrossFit. But I don't know, I find that meme really refreshing. You are under no obligations to be good at your hobbies. Like, as long as you enjoy it, then you're doing it right. Like, you don't have to be great at this. Obviously, we all kind of like to get better over time. I think that's certainly a natural American trait, but I suspect it's also kind of a human trait. We all like to progress, to get better, to see improvement. But you don't have to. It's a hobby. You don't have to get better at it. You don't have to be good at it. You can start bad. You can stay bad. If you're having fun, you're doing it right. So that's my 2 cents for today as I wrap up this now 10-day long video. Christmas is over and I've got an easy week at work, half days, and next weekend is another 4-day weekend, which I don't have to work because there's no real chapel services for New Year's, at least not in this post. So maybe I'll get some more hobbying done, get some more models built and painted. I did want to show off a couple of things I got for Christmas. I got this guy. This is the Forge World Big Dude for the Iron Head squats, and they are my next project. I've got them all up on their little wood blocks. I'm going to do a cool base thing with them once I watch the video on how to do that and then try it. So I've got my little gang of 8 squats, and this is going to be their heavy. He kind of looks like the Iron Head squat version of an ambot, but I guess there's a dude in there, so he's not quite a robot. But he looks like fun. So we'll put him together and he'll go with the ambots, with the Iron Head squats. And then I got this big box. I think it's a night parking garage. Here's a little picture on the back with a night kind of parked up in there. So I asked my brother for this for Christmas and I got it. And it's basically, the idea is when I build my little display shelf with the knights in it, this is gonna be the terrain for half of it, like kind of a cool big display piece, and I'll have one knight kind of in there. If I magnetize the arms and the weapons and stuff, then I think it would be cool to have like a knight in there with no arms on, like they're switching it out or something. It'd be kind of fun. And then the other knights are defending him as the Leagues of Votann attack. The Leagues of Votann are currently in Wisconsin. I ordered the whole army, but one piece is on back order. So once the Leagues of Votann get here from Wisconsin and I build and paint them, then we'll have this whole thing set up. Anyways, a couple of fun things for Christmas. I'm gonna wrap this video up and hopefully make another video about getting these iron head squats painted and based this week as we go along. All right, have a great week.